Turkish Airlines Euroleague. I feel devotion.
How the regular season took shape day by day. We drop off in Madrid for a word with Nikola Mirotic. Players breaking boundaries made for a topsy-turvy Euroleague. The regular season's most thrilling assists and blocks. Who's facing who in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague Top 16? An unforgettable regular season has just drawn to a close. Here are our most lasting memories, week after week. The first meetings. Week 1. 3 outstanding travelling performances. Kirilenko, back in European basketball 10 years after, notches a ranking of 37. Only one performance will be better in the whole regular season. By Kirilenko again, in week 5 with 39. Teletovic, 23 points to ensure Kakalabaral's road win in Istanbul over Fenerbahce. Unfortunately for him and his team, not enough to avoid elimination. Kinsey, 18 points to give a fundamental first road win to Anadolu Efes. Despite Kinsey playing only 3 games in the regular season through injury, the Turkish team, largely thanking this win, will get the ticket to the top 16. Week 2. Similar to Kirilenko, again 10 years after their last win at Wroclaw, Spirou Charleroi wins on the road, this time at Istanbul over Anadolu Efes. The MVP is Caleb Green, 18 points, but the hero is Justin Hamilton, who scores the last 4 points from 76-76 to 76-80. Week 3, Sluk Nancy's John Lynham sets up a new record for assists in a single game. 15 in Istanbul facing Fenerbahce. The previous record was held by Theo Papaloukas in 2009 with 14. Week 4, CSKA wins at Athens over Panathinaikos after overtime. In doing so, lays the first fundamental brick to build a perfect wall of a 10-0 record in the regular season. The decisive score comes from a former Green player, Ramūnas Ciskauskas, with a triple in the last minute. Week 5, 2 unexpected and crushing road comebacks for Partizan at Milan and Bilbao at Vitoria. The Serbians win after being down by 19 points at the end of the third quarter, scoring 30 points, conceding only 9 in the last. In the Basque derby, the hosts, down by 5 with just 2 minutes left, find the right way to defeat arch-rivals with Mumbrū's triple. The tie with a layup from Mavroidis. Then the +2 with Vasiliadis. For Bilbao, this win will mean qualification. For Partizan, unfortunately, it won't be enough. At just 13, Nikola Mirotic decided to move from Montenegro to Madrid to follow his dream of becoming a basketball star.
Pues al principio era difícil, pero bueno.
At the beginning it was difficult. I came here with my dad. I settled in very quickly. It didn't take me long to learn the language, and they always treated me very well here. I had everything I needed.
The Real Madrid forward made a sensational debut in the Euroleague last season, but before that he spent 5 years working hard both in the gym and on the court for the Real youth teams.
We always worked really well with the youth teams, with good individual training sessions in the morning and team sessions in the afternoon. It was hard work. Madrid have lots of players from the youth team coming through to the first team. That's a good sign. The players want to work hard to make it to the first team.
Confiándose en la cantera y que los jugadores tengan más ganas de trabajar y subir al primer equipo.
In just a short space of time, he's gone from scoring his first points in the Euroleague to being a fundamental player in the crucial matches. In last year's top 16, he displayed all his talent, scoring 13 points in the last quarter to complete Madrid's comeback against Siena. In the first game of the playoffs, he scored the game-winning three-pointer to beat Valencia. It was then that a champion was born.
I
surprised myself a little. I wasn't expecting that I was going to play such important games and be a protagonist in the team. But it was good for me. It helped me a lot. And I think it'll keep helping me going forward.
The result was Madrid's first Final Four appearances in 15 seasons, and Mirotic being voted the Rising Star Trophy winner by Euroleague head coaches.
We did a good job, all of us together, and for me it was a big dream to be at a Final Four. We have to keep working and fighting, because our objective this year is to be back in the Final Four, and not just be there, but to do something more.
From the second half of the regular season on, his scoring has always reached double digits. Shooting, penetration, body control, movement in low post like a veteran, power and personality. He appears to be lacking nothing, notwithstanding his tender years. The MVP award in Week 8 told the whole story.
My goal is to win the Euroleague, the Spanish League, lots of titles.
With a talent like his, the sky's the limit. This is normal. An assist by a point guard for a big man, like Shved for Lavrinovic. What is stranger is when the opposite happens, like Papadopoulos, after the roll assisting the cutting teammate, or Spanoulis in a backdoor cut. Running the fast break from the low post. Facing, dribbling and passing like a point guard. Dior Fisher from the point, a backdoor pass to Jackson. Or to Hervel. Catching the long pass from a rebound and assisting Banic. From the high post, a lob pass for a no-dunk alley-oop. A classic high-low move. Krzysztof Lavrinovic after the pick and roll, in traffic for Res. Moving on the baseline for Aradori's cut. Recognizing the pass before receiving, as third on a pick and roll. After a pop-out. In heavy traffic again for the baseline of Makaleb. Savrasenko perfect in the high-low moves. First he's fast. Here he's very precise. The assist man, if he's also big, is even better. When you see a Euroleague game, the show is guaranteed. At times it can even take your breath away. Like these 5 assists. How to pass before catching the ball. Tal Burstein takes wing. How could Nick Calathis see Mike Batiste? By some kind of extrasensory perception. If there is no obvious way to pick out a teammate with the ball, you need to create it. Marcelinho Huertas does just that behind his head. A long pass is unusual. A 23-meter alley-oop is unique. Only one man can do it. Theo Papaloukas. A 10-meter back pass is almost impossible. But if it's the only way to find the shooter, then count on Milos Teodosic. Pure genius. Stats leaders. There are the average or accumulated leaders, then leaders per minute, and it's this last group we're more concerned about. No doubt JC Carroll is the top scorer, almost 1 point per minute. That's not all. He scored 1 triple every 4 minutes. It's hard to remember another Euroleague rookie with the same consistency. Alongside Carroll, guard Sergio Rodriguez delivers 1 assist in less than every 4 minutes, putting him at the top of the list ahead of some master hands like Milos Teodosic and Marcelinho Huertas. But Real Madrid is not only attack, it is also defense. Big men Sergei Ibaka and Mirza Begic raise the wall under the boards. Every 4 minutes, you can be sure the couple will block a shot. The ability of drawing fouls to be awarded free throws. Danilo Gallinari went at the line 73 times in almost 200 minutes, a little less than every 30 seconds, putting 3 free throws through from 4 attempts. Veteran Erzem Lorbek has always been a force in his Euroleague career, when the password was field goals made. More than 1 basket every 4 minutes. His best? Against Unix Kazan, Lorbek amassed 24 points in 27 minutes, with 9 from 11 two-pointers and 2 from 2 triples. From versatility to power, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv ruled the field around the paint. Big Sofo won the race against teammate Lior Eliyahu for the 2-pointers made stat, 0.24 compared to 0.23 per minute. Lastly, Nathan Jawai played a big role for newcomers Unix Kazan's top 16 qualification. The Australian native captured 0.38 total rebounds per minute and reached the peak of the rebound mountain at both ends of the field. ...2011 is over, so let's dive into the new basketball year with the starting 5 of our dreams. What happened in 2011 suggests these are the 5 fantastic players to watch. Dimitrios Diamantidis. This year his role is even more crucial than ever. Pana is very different from the team that won the last Euroleague, so the responsibility will continue to mount on his shoulders week after week. For further information on his lethal 3-pointers, just ask the Unicaja fans. Vasilis Spanoulis. There's no team in Euroleague that can boast a leader like Olympiacos. This year, Spanoulis is scoring also for the players who left Piraeus last summer. Everybody wants to avoid his penetration, which may sound easy, but is in fact a very difficult thing to do. Chuck Edson. The European silent killer, the man who can change a good team into a great team. If you don't see him playing well, it's because his teammates are playing better, which is obviously also thanks to him. Nikola Mirotic. This season he started to dominate the scene at the highest level as well as he had done in the youth categories. He can pass, he can shoot in the paint, he can shoot 3-pointers. Guard him if you can. Stanko Barac. Try scoring close to the basket with him in the paint. Try defending the pick and roll with him rolling. The Croatian big man is definitely maturing with every game that goes by. The center of the third millennium has started to warm up his engine. Our best memories, the return meetings. Week 6. Juan Carlos Navarro becomes the top scorer in Euroleague history. With 14 points against Union Olympia, he joins and goes beyond the 2,715 of Marcus Brown. The Euroleague crowns a new king. It's not new for him, but now Dimitrios Diamantidis probably surpasses himself. 2 triples in the last minute. The second is an unbelievable shot at the buzzer to win by 1 point. Week 7. Milos Teodosic is no less than Diamantidis. Just 2 little differences. The distance, a little more for Milos. And the score. The triple means overtime is just avoided. Week 8. After Dimitris and Milos, another Euroleague hero writes another page of history. Gianluca Basile takes a shot from the park of the arena, almost at the buzzer, and gives Benet Cantu qualification to the top 16. Week 9. Montepaschi, already qualified, faces Barcelona, until then undefeated, playing without Makaleb, Kaukenas and Lavrinovic, and is down by 15 after 32 minutes. Probably every other team in the world would give up, not Siena. Pushed on by Anderson, Rakocevic and a brand new star Pietro Aradori, the Italian champions build a miraculous comeback to win 77-74. Union Olympia is unfortunately out, but can still regard itself a lucky team. After Navarro's feat, the Slovenian team witnessed another historical moment. Jaka Lakovic scores 16 points, giving Galatasaray qualification, but above all becomes the 3rd Euroleague scorer ever, overtaking Vujicic with a total of 2,460 points. Week 10. 3 decisive games to establish the last 3 top 16 qualifiers. Žalgiris easily defeats Zagreb, which was foreseeable. Bilbao defeats Caja Laboral, a little more surprising, even if playing at home. EA7 wins in Belgrade, where the Italian team had never ever won before, defeating the Serbians in the head-to-head. -4 in Milan, +6 in Belgrade. Heroes of the game, Omar Cook and Malik Hairston. Euroleague fans love the top players. Their plays, their assists, their dunks, and their crucial shots. But which are the most unstoppable? And who better than the Euroleague's players can tell us?
When I was in Caja Laboral, I played against Šeškovska, and he's my idol. And because he plays on my position 3, I think for me he's right now, even now, he's for me the best player in Euroleague. He can shoot, drive, post up, everything. He's doing everything.
Fenerbahce point guard Roko Ukic's focus is on marking playmakers, whose task is normally to have the team taking over.
The only one who is really aggressive all the time and trying to go to the basket and most dangerous to guard on point guard position, it's Bo McCallum.
For the experienced Montepaschi Siena forward Sean Stonerook, the most dangerous player is someone who's done everything on the court this season.
Kirilenko was dominating. I think he was, unbelievable. Not just scoring points, but, rebounds, blocking shots. He's so active. It's really impressive to see what he's done, being the size that he is and everything like that. So he definitely caught everybody's attention.
Benet Cantu's Nicolas Mazzarino, as a guard, is asked to mark out opponents. A difficult task because the basket is under constant attack.
I will say Spanulis. We play against him, and 2 times he scored many points, 2 games, and not only against us, so against the other team. I think he's in great shape. He's one of the best players in Europe.
Meanwhile, Barcelona guard Chuck Edson decided to solve the problem, playing for and not against who he regards as the most unstoppable player.
To me, the best answer is Juan Carlos Navarro. It's one of the reasons why I signed here. I had to play against him last year, and I don't think people understand the amount of running he does in a game. He'll tire you out, and he can make any shot that is out there.
And so now, no more nightmares for Chuck.
I sleep a little better now.
Now, what about this? It's really quite normal, don't you think so? And this one? A little more unusual though, isn't it? After the big men's assists, now the guard's dunks. After a steal, like Logan or Roland. Or Gordon. Or Lucas. Simply running the fast break, like Kalnietis, or like Ship in traffic, or almost alone. Gordon after a free throw, or Logan again. Then there's something really special, like these two cuts by Ship on the baseline and in the middle from the low post. And what about this by Kalnietis after a handoff and pass? Shved sees the basket and decides to go in the middle. Lucas instead decides to take the baseline. And now the final review. A little tasting with this by Teodosic and Shved. Then the best way to start the new year, the authors, still them. Big men like playmakers and flying guards. How interesting the upside-down world. To block, you need either timing or courage or athleticism. In the next 5 blocks, all the qualities above are combined. Usually when you receive a block, you're also a little shocked. Not Moussa Badian. Okay, perhaps the shot started very low, but James Giss started from his own backyard to block. Blocking the dunk number 1. Where's Erjan Ilyasova? Right here. Blocking the dunk number 2. Uh-oh, Big Sofo's dangerous. So near, better to dunk. Blocking the dunk number 3. This is not a simple helping hand, it's a David Moss miracle.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today for the 2011-2012 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Top 16 draw.
On the 28th of December, the Euroleague World met in Barcelona for the Top 16 draw. President and CEO of Euroleague Basketball, Jordi Bertomeu, explains some major changes to take effect from next season.
We are holding the Top 16 draw for the last time. Next season, we will have a different format in this phase. Our fans tell us that they want more Euroleague games. And the figures confirm that, because the in-arena attendance grows every year. And starting next season, we will have more Turkish Airlines Euroleague games. More games among the best 16 teams in Europe. And not only this, we are going to play this game on days closer to the weekend.
Before the draw itself, there was the presentation of the logo for the Final Four, to be held in Istanbul from May the 11th to the 13th. And now, the draw.
Group E, seed 1 is CSKA Moscow. Olympiakos Piraeus, Anadolu Efes Istanbul, Galatasaray Medical Park. And the team for Group F will be Real Madrid, Montepaschi Siena, Unicaja, Eskrap BB. Let's go to Group G, Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul, Panathinaikos Athens, Unix Kazan, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. And taking Group H would be FC Barcelona Regal. And there we have it, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, Bennett Cantu, Žalgiris Kaunas.
The action returns on the 18th and 19th of January. Don't miss out!
Turkish Airlines, Euroleague. I feel devotion.